All right, we're back. Okay, so I was talking about remakes. That's what this is. Now, it seems like pretty much everything is different. That's what I was going to make my point about. Is that sure if it's the same story, maybe it's okay as long as everything else is different, gameplay, whatnot. Oh my god, it's a fucking riddle. Well, let's name a Silent Hill, so we'll figure it out. Wait, do I? Hold on. Can I just solve it, or do I have to like put pieces in there? Yeah, I have to put stuff in there. Okay. So this is nice, honestly. So far, this experience is great. I said in the last episode I wouldn't buy it. Maybe I would. I don't know. I haven't even beaten it yet. I'm like less than 2 hours in, so I'll be the judge of that afterwards. Of course, because I need to judge everything. I can't read that, brother. Dear Madam, response to your complaint regarding the gunshots coming from the apartment 217. We have paid a visit to the tenant and assured that us that he does not own any firearms. He was fully cooperative and granted us access to the apartment. Due to his words, we do not find any weapons or traces of using one. Should the noises persist, please inform the janitor. Sincerely, Woodside Apartments Administration. Sounds like Stewie Griffin wrote that one. Why is it so dark? I think, hold on. It's because I'm like playing during the day. Let's get a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Ooh wee. Actually, see.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I was just about to say the same thing, James. My boy James knows what's up. You know what I mean? Classic horror. Oh, no key. Hey, better stop that. Better stop that, mister. What you doing in here? Mannequin? Hello? This this is a Silent Hill 3 moment. They're gonna like come to life and like bleed in my face. Yes, sir. What is this? Oh, finally. Oh my god. Took long enough. Ew, 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 ew. Hey! This guy is nimble. There we go.
He's
You
close.
sure? Okay, so that's why we couldn't see the whole fucking time. It's because it's literally not supposed to be able to. So, we're good. So you could do a heavy swing, or maybe a quick one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, see, holding it does do a heavy attack. I understand that. Dodging does help. Clearly dodged that time. 201. I would like a handgun, though, you know? I like melee in the Silent Hill games, but it was because it was very simple. Now it's kind of complicated. Alright, well, I don't know where this goes then. Stairs? Possibly. Perhaps it is downstairs. Over here? Oop. Okay, over there. Over here. Perhaps this. Pretty cool. Any drinks in here? Buddy. Some more gun ammo for nothing. Warning, garbage chute out of order. Please do not use till the problem is solved. Well, looks like you got a, a lot of shit in there. If I had to guess. I'm gonna get fucking jumped here. This is literally where you get jumped. These doors. They don't have any handles on them. Have you noticed that? Maybe a little one. No knobs. I was also talking about boycotting Nintendo. Yeah, so Nintendo price the Switch 2 for basically what we're getting now is I'm done. You know, can't get up there, please. Then what was the point of me coming back here? This thing, I gotta move this thing first. Yeah, but like 450 for Switch 2. It was already like 400 when the original Switch came out. Yeah, cool. There you go. What the heck? Thing transforms? So I just think it's excessive, and they're putting out the same games over and over again. I saw this recent video um, where Reggie was talking about hold up, what is some of them? The soup spoon in his neck. Walter Sullivan did not strike a former schoolmate from the hometown of Pleasant River, someone capable during childhood. The schoolmate admits having witnessed Sullivan in a state of severe paranoia. Stuff like he was trying to kill me, trying to punch me, the monster, the devil. Forgive me, I did it, but it wasn't me. Interesting. I don't know how you kill yourself with a spoon. That's crazy. Dude, did I miss the handgun? I'm freaking out here. I swear, if I missed it, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna pre. I'm literally gonna pre. If you don't know what that means, I'm gonna, I'm gonna pre. You should ask your parents. I would. Oh, yuck. So yeah, Reggie, the one of the not the advertisers. He was like in charge of marketing for Nintendo. He just resigned, and he said a long time ago, right when the DS came out, is that Nintendo learned that they need to be different than other consoles. They need to be unique in some sort of way in order to keep their audience, essentially. What the fuck, bro? Alright. Dude. Holy shit. These guys are so much worse. Fuck, dude. Okay. Jesus. Yeah, that almost took me out. Wow. Anyways, Reggie was talking about how they need to be unique and different, right? So that's why they came out with the DS and like the Wii, which was revolutionary at the time. But now look what they're doing now. They literally released the freaking Switch 2. It's like the exact same thing. Oh yeah, you could use like a mouse or whatever. Use the little controller as a mouse. I don't give a fuck about that. So, but it's literally called the Switch 2, not the GameCube 2, not the Nintendo DS 2. Yeah, they had 3DS. Yeah, they had Wii U.
Hey! Wait!
Oh, that was fucked up.
Damn it. What's a kid doing here?
But they literally just called it the Switch 2. Like the PS2, PS3, Xbox One. It's stupid. But yeah, I'm pretty disappointed about that, to be straight up. I don't really want it. I mean, they're probably going to come out with Pikmin 5, and then I'm going to probably buy it. I hope not, though, because be going against my wills here. I mean, I don't think Nintendo's going to die anytime soon. But, you know, if they keep messing up like this, they literally just copy paste like before, over and over again, or unlike before, where they were unique. It's gonna it's gonna be a real problem. I think that people are gonna get tired of it. I think already enough people are on PC. They are still trying to tailor to kids clearly with basically their style, their entire style. Everything is it's tailors to everybody, but it's still
Quite the
quite
artist.
attached to for kids. Quite tailored. I couldn't think of the right word. But yeah, um, as a result, they just keep getting more and more of their audience, and then you're gonna have kids that are barely getting into video games, and they're gonna be allowed to play Nintendo games because they're pretty PG. But eventually they're probably gonna grow out of it. I don't think Sony's gonna die anytime soon, but they might. Xbox is definitely doing pretty bad. Like I I'm pretty sure that because whenever I go to the library and there's like a high demand game, is it already in here? No. And there's a high demand game. Um, Nobody wants the Xbox version of the game. They usually go for the PS5, and that's because the PS5, it's great, definitely great. They're doing the same thing though, kind of like what Nintendo is doing. It doesn't seem like that's too much of a problem, but when Sony's tried to be unique, like with the Vita and stuff, it hasn't really worked out. Even though I love the Vita, I felt like it was great. The Vita was great. I loved it. The only problem with it is that it was a little bit underpowered, kind of like how the Switch is, and it had problems running stuff like Borderlands and whatnot. But most of the time, it worked out just fine. The controls were a bit wonky as well, with like the touchpad in the back. Sometimes you had to use that to have an extra trigger, which is very awkward. But besides that, it was a great console. I loved it. But stop, please. Um, but that's okay because most people are not sticking with mobile gaming that much anymore. Nintendo has dominated that field essentially, especially with the Switch. And for an older audience, it really is kind of just, please give me a second. There we go. That was pretty good. So, yeah, I mean, as an adult, you don't really need your console to be mobile. I got my phone. I have games on my phone too. You got games on your phone? Yes, I have games on my phone. As always, as anybody does. Everybody's got a game on their phone, whatever it may be. And I don't want to take my whole Switch with me every time that I'm trying to go to like the store. I'm not gonna bring my Switch when I'm going to the grocery store. I'm not gonna bring my Switch when I'm going to a friend's house most of the time because they already have one. You know what I mean? Let's just save over the older one. But yeah, they don't have like any reason to have it be mobile, except for like maybe if you're in your house and you can't use the TV, so you just take the TV port out. You just take the Switch out and you play it that way. That's what the Wii U is for. But now it's kind of like there's no real point to it, TBH. Probably gonna end it here as well. But let me know if you guys agree with that. I definitely gonna stick with that. Um, it's kind of just useless, you know? I don't get it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope y'all have a good day. I don't know. I gotta make an outro. Skibbity toilet. Oh, dude, no. All right.